Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Football RPG Podcast. I'm David, here with Evan with some relatively breaking news. Buffalo Bills running back James Cook has skipped OTAs. He's the only member of the Bills to not be there. We know that he wants a new contract, and he seems like he's willing to skip practices. We don't know right now we don't know how long this is going to hold out, but this is definitely something worth mentioning. He's going into the last year of his rookie contract. He wants to get paid. Do the Bills want to pay him? Evan, what do we think is going to happen here?
Man, this is a pretty volatile situation. If you guys have a chance and you want to hear more about James Cook's outlook for the 2025 season, we did a Dynasty outlook for him already on the channel. And funny enough, I actually mentioned that he's going into the contract year, and no signs have really pointed to the fact that they want to extend him or that talks have started to extend him, which obviously, if you're a running back, you understand that you have a relatively short shelf life in the NFL. That is probably going to be something that you want to get done sooner rather than later. Let's take a quick peek over here at some running back contracts. All right, so we're going to go over the cap. And while that's bringing up, you can see, there we go. You can see very clearly here, you have some running backs that are worth over $10 million a year. Aaron Jones apparently is worth over $10 million a year. Josh Jacobs, very much worth every penny of that contract. Alvin Kamara, he puts butts in seats for the Saints. So you know that is a signing really just to kind of keep the team together. Jonathan Taylor, elite still. Sure, some people think that the cliff is coming for him. Derrick Henry, we know exactly what Derrick Henry did. Christian McCaffrey was the previous RB1 in fantasy football, is still an absolutely dynamic weapon when on the field and healthy. And Saquon Barkley, we saw what he did for the Eagles this past season. So with James Cook wanting, what did you say, David? 12
he said he
to
wants 15 million a year.
Okay, so $15 million a year. You're going to put him right in that same range with Derrick Henry, right in that same range with Jonathan Taylor. Obviously, guaranteed money seems to be all the rage in the NFL right now. So if he's getting $15 million a year, I don't know. Realistically, you'd think somewhere around 60%, probably 70% with how running back contracts have gone would be guaranteed. But that's a lot to pay for James Cook. Yes, he had a very good last season, but we just saw the running backs that are in that class of 15 million. And there's 3 of them that are 15 million or above. If you include 14 million as Jonathan Taylor right there, now you have 4. That is very few running backs. So 15 million, I think, is way overplaying his hand. I understand contracts have been inflated. Contracts have gone up significantly as the salary cap has gone up significantly these last couple seasons. But that's a big ask, and that would essentially be resetting the running back market in my mind.
I wholeheartedly agree. James Cook is a good running back, but you need to be a great one to get that 8-figure salary. I don't see him getting it in Buffalo. Frankly, I don't see him getting it anywhere, but especially not in Buffalo. The Bills have a giant contract paid out to Josh Allen, who is worth every cent. To me, he's the best quarterback in the NFL. But when you hand out that type of deal, it's with the understanding you can't afford these luxury positions. So I don't see the Bills making that financial commitment. But if you're going to trade him, you're going to need to find a team that's willing to do it. I don't see any other team making that. So to me, I think this ultimately leads nowhere. It's probably just going to be Cook spending a little bit of time away from camp, ultimately returning, playing out his contract, signing somewhere else. But let's play devil's advocate here for a second. If anyone trades for him, who do you think it's going to be, Evan?
Oh, man, you just start kind of running through teams. And the very first team we've talked about a little bit as another running back landing spot. If you go over to our J.K. Dobbins video, the Bears. I mean, the Bears seem to be all in on putting every weapon around Caleb Williams as they possibly can. And what better thing for Ben Johnson than another fancy, shiny tool at running back to be able to go in this potentially high-powered offense with this incredible offensive line, or expected to be incredible offensive line, paired with the wide receivers that they have and the tight end that they now have with a young ascending quarterback. This could, James Cook going to that offense could make them one of the best offenses in football.
Yeah, I love the fit of Chicago. A few other teams to throw out there. The Dallas Cowboys. Now, Jerry Jones seems to have really cooled off the whole paying big for running backs. He went with Dowdle last year. He seems to be going with Javonte Williams this year. And yeah, it's Javonte Williams in 2025. Is anyone that excited about that? Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson, fine. James Cook, I think, is basically a better version of that. They have Jaden Daniels, so they have the franchise quarterback on a rookie window. They have the luxury to spend big on a running back. The last team I'll throw out there is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who obviously aren't quite ready to contend yet, but Liam Cohen, he wants to build the organization his way. There's reports he tried to, that had they stayed up at 5, not traded up for Travis Hunter, they would have drafted Genty. And there was reports they wanted Harvey at 70, but Denver took him before he could fall to him. They ended up taking Tootin, but they don't seem to be big on ETN. Frankly, those reports don't seem to indicate they're big on Bigsby, which hurts me personally. So it wouldn't surprise me if they go after a running back too.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty slim pickings for running back landing spots at this point in the offseason. Most likely, if you are a potential playoff team or a team with aspirations of making it to the playoffs, that is probably a team that is searching for a running back, not somebody that's probably in the bottom half or bottom third of the league. So that immediately takes away a lot of teams. Then you look at the teams in that tier that already have a running back or already have a good situation. Do you think that the Chiefs are in any kind of contention? Because they still don't really have any kind of running back of consequence there.
In a vacuum, yes, I think it'd be a perfect fit. I could see why Kansas City would want to do it. There is no way in hell the Buffalo Bills trade anybody that could help Kansas City to the Chiefs. It's just not going to happen.
Absolutely fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no way that happens. And again, continuing to play devil's advocate, hypothetical, James Cook is gone. Is Ray Davis the starter or what happens there?
Ray Davis should be the 1-year stopgap starter, but it's not going to be pretty for Ray Davis. You know, you're talking probably a 3-4 headed timeshare, probably end up signing somebody out of free agency that is just kind of a scrub that's able to eat up 100 carries, eat up 90 carries on the season, just enough to be able to take away enough from Ray Davis that you're talking about somebody that probably ends the season with like 150 carries. And you're like, why did I even roster this guy for fantasy?
Yeah, but I wholeheartedly agree. If you drafted Davis anywhere out there and Cook gets traded, sell him immediately because chances are J.K. Dobbins is on the first plane to Buffalo.
Very much so. You got anything else to tell the people tonight, David?
No, I believe that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. This was a quick one, but again, breaking news, got to get it out fast. Evan, I love you.
Love you, David. See you, bud.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Football RPG Podcast. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to check out written content, head over to lastwordonsports.com.
Don't let the goblins get you.